Oh, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Deer Corner. Well, deer season 2022 is coming to an end. The final morning, I got my bag ready and finished up my breakfast, drinking my coffee, and getting ready for the final morning of 2022. And it's been a good year for me. Very good year. Today will make 43 days I sat in a stand this year. The most I've sat in a stand that I can remember. So, but every time I go to this stand, it's a good opportunity for me, and I enjoy it. And I hope everybody else enjoyed their 2022 deer season. And the thing about it, this deer season's over, but it opens the door for a new season for 2023. Got quite a few things to do this year. Quite a bit of planting, quite a few trees to get out, and going to be redoing some more stands this year, and I'll bring you along. But the stand I'm going to today, it's on top of a ridge. It has, on that ridge, it does have some scrapes, and they're still open. And that's a funny thing about this year. I noticed on the 4th of November, the first scrape that opened up. And this scrape has been opened all the way today. No leaves on it. The bucks have been coming to it for 3 months. It's the longest I've noticed scrapes being open up here. And a lot of people call it a second rut. Well, if it's a second rut, that scrape would have been opened, then closed up, covered with leaves, sticks, and then reopened again. But these scrapes are staying open. So the rut has started around the 1st of November and still going on today. So my buck-doe ratio must be pretty decent to stretch it out that long. And I've seen quite a few bucks this year and several does this year. So I'm going to go out today and have a good day, I hope. It's 36 degrees out, and got a slight breeze. It's supposed to be clear, and it's supposed to warm up into the 40s today. And I'm just going to go out and enjoy myself sitting in a stand. And I'll bring you along. Things go all right. I'll bring you along if they don't. But again, I hope everybody had a good deer season this year. And I hope to see you next year on 2023. And I'll bring you along throughout the spring and summer on things I'm going to be doing up here and changes I'm going to be making. So thanks for being with me. Thanks for the subscribers. And give me a thumbs up. It helps. So we'll see you out there in the stand. And again, when you're in the woods, be safe. Things can happen. So I'm going to finish my coffee, get dressed, and head on out. Beautiful morning this morning. Nice buck come out on me very quick. I didn't have time to even get the camera and things set up, but that's the way it goes. And I hit about 75 yards. So that's my last deer of the season. Final day, deer hunting day. Hey folks, nice little buck here, pretty good size, about 180 pounds, and as I always say, one thing you never really hear about or talked about is when approaching a down deer. These things can do some damage. The worst thing you can do when approaching a deer that you got down is to walk up and right away grab his antlers. I make it a habit to stop, look at him, see if he's breathing, then walk around right behind him and try to kick him up again, see if he'll get up. Then I'll come around and look at him. That is something that's not really covered a whole lot on approaching a down deer, because he can, when you grab that antler and he's down, he can get back up. And with you on that antler, it could be a mess. But this buck here, he's about 4 years old, and you can see the scrapes. He's been fighting, been doing a lot of fighting. So there's some bigger bucks in here. And like I say, when you're in the woods deer hunting, and be safe. Be safe out there. Little accidents like this could happen. You grab that antler and he gets back up with you. It's good enough to make a good shot. I'll show you that. But I caught this one coming off of a scrape right here, right behind me. So they're still rutting around here. I got quite a few does. And the scrape's been open. These scrapes been open going on 3 months. But I'll bring you around and get another shot with the camera. But yeah, this is what it's about. And you don't need all them fancy gadgets. As you see what I'm wearing, this is what I hunt with. I hunted for years with what I'm wearing. Carhartts and Carhartts. I'm still putting deer in the deep freeze. So let me bring the camera around and just kind of show you what I like to grow here in this area on my property. Now, this is what I'm going after here on the property. Yeah, a rack is nice. Having a nice rack, yeah, it is nice to have a nice rack. I'm not a trophy hunter. I go after the body of the deer. And I rather have a large body and small antlers. And this deer here, this buck here, he's about 4 years old. And if you look in their mouth, you'll have 2 front teeth and then several little teeth behind it. When they get 4 years old or older, they'll have 3 teeth, real small, sharp teeth after they're 4 years old, 3.5, 4. And sometimes they'll have 4 teeth as they get older. So that's one way to age a deer, is by the teeth. And the other thing I like about this deer here, the body. The body of the hind flank. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hand wide. Going to be a lot of meat right here on the hind flank. There's some smaller deer in here. May give a 3 hand. But he'll go about 180 pounds. When I get him up to the cabin, I'll weigh him. But he's got a 4 hand hind flank. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what I'm after. I'm wanting to put meals on the table. I don't care about the rack. I'd rather have them develop a smaller rack and put more meat on them than less meat in a bigger rack. Now, a lot of people are opposite. They're a trophy hunter. They want a big rack, but I want the meat. But if you see him, he's been scarred up. He's been fighting. And my shot placement, I don't shoot for the heart. I don't shoot for the lungs. I don't want to waste any meat. I did a head shot right here. Here's exit, and here's entrance. And that's how I shoot my deer. I do a head shot. And that way I don't spoil no meat. And if it's a miss, it's a clean miss. I won't make a clean miss if I do a body shot. And right here where I knocked him down, behind me, about 5 foot of scrape. And he didn't go anywhere. He dropped to the ground. He didn't know what hit him. He was down. Now that's a clean shot. But he's going to put a lot of meat on the table. I'm going to go ahead and get him tagged, get him up and out of here. And I hope you all had a good year, good deer season. I know I enjoyed myself. I did a lot of hunting, and my final deer of the year. So thanks for coming along. And like I say, you're in the woods, be safe. Be safe. And let me go ahead, tag this one, and get him up and out of here. Hey folks, welcome to Deer Corner. Final evening here of deer season 2022, final day. And hunting today, the last day, puts me 43 days in a deer stand this year. I hunted more times this year than I have in the past. And today goes on a record book for me. I've seen more deer today than I have in the past in one day, and it was the final day. And I got an opportunity to take a nice buck. And for some of you, I hope all of you had a good season. I'm getting ready now to take a few days off and come back up here to the cabin and get started for 2023. I got a lot of trees to plant and a lot of work to do. And there's nothing like ending a good deer season with a good deer steak and beans. Cook the steak on the grill and the beans on the grill, and I'm going to end and go out this season with a good deer steak and a good plate of beans, and of course a nice cup of coffee. But I hope everybody had a good deer season. I know some people haven't, and that's the way it goes. But if you get out and work, and you get out and do the proper steps, the proper things, you'll end up in the future being a better deer hunter. And it does. It takes a lot of work. Like I say, I'm going to get started for 2023. And I'm glad you're with me. I'm glad to see you. I hope to see you in 2023. And one thing I will always say, when you're in the woods, be safe. Things can happen, and things have happened to several hunters this year. And I feel bad about it, and feel bad about their families. But as long as you try to be safe, don't be sorry. So I'm going to end this deer season with a thank you. Thank you for my subscribers, and thank you for all the viewers. And Happy New Year, and hope to see you again next year. So I'm going to sign off, eat my supper, watch a little TV, and go to bed, and start all over on a new year. Like I say, thanks for being along.